Okay, so let's take a look. I had BennyFits fill out a brief form so you all and I have context to look at while we review the channel. I ask a series of questions that just help us better understand where the creator is coming from and kind of what they're looking to do. So let's do it. An intervention. I have never seen Benny. I like roasted things. Lex124 coming in with that haiku. It's fantastic. Oh man, I love it. I love it, dude. Okay, so we've got the notes pulled up. Let's see. All right. So the first question, the easiest question that we look at here, other than your name, is how long have you been streaming? So about 5 years. BennyFits has been streaming for about 5 years. Dave Schroeder, 72, good morning. Dude, you know what? I admit I don't watch Always Sunny, and everyone tells me I would love it. I totally admit that I haven't. Dead to me. Oh no, we already started bad. Good morning, Art Fox. Please describe your channel and what kind of content do you produce? You guys are in for a treat if you don't know who BennyFits is. I am a broadcasting Muppet-style monster named Benny who creates family-friendlier content with a focus on community building and engaging viewers as a component of the stream. Your chat is a part of how the story works. Lex124 is right there with you. Woo! You're dead. Lex124, you're also dead to Benny now. You're also dead. You're also dead to him. What's your streaming schedule? Monday through Saturday at 4 p.m. Roughly 5-hour streams, though sometimes shorter. Is that... Am I right? Is that Central? Is that Central time? Or is that Eastern? I'm trying to remember. Yes, okay, good. I was like, I believe it's Central. I'm never... Time zones, man. I have a hard enough time in, like, tracking time zones in our country, let alone across the world. Let's see, what would you like to get out of the review? Find my blind spots, gain inspiration, get third-party validation on things I am maybe hypercritical of personally. In one episode, DeVito's character is subject to an intervention and he mistakes it for a roast after it's described to him. Yo, Danny DeVito. He's prolific, dude. He's prolific. Still, like, in the business all these years, still doing his thing. Alright. What particular things do you want looked at, or questions do you have? Opening and closing of stream. How's my audience engagement? We've been definitely touching on that a lot, which is fantastic. That's certainly the goal. I think one of the biggest things content creators of all kinds and experience levels, it's really how can we improve our audience engagement. Do you have any specific questions you like answered? The question I'm constantly asking myself is, does my content merit continued creation, or am I stagnating and working too hard for little value? It's a vain and selfish question, but it's one that I think many should ask if they want to continue. It's no use putting in a lot of effort if the return for yourself and your audience isn't there. The juice has to be worth the squeeze. I think that's a fantastic question. And BennyFits, you are one of the people, I think, with the longest runs of experience so far on this this stream review series. And I think there is that point, because even, you know, I've been doing it, like I said, on and off for almost 5 years, but I've really been paying attention maybe in the last 3. And even, like, I'd venture to say around 1 to 2 years in, that is when you need to really start looking at that exact thing. It's been encouraging to see that's something you're focusing on, because that's literally what streaming is. Yeah, like, honestly, I like to do the, like, the design portion of it, looking at the graphics, looking at the production value, those are all nice things. Those are all nice to haves, but really the meat of these streams, and it's always been my thought that going into this, it's all about that engagement. It's all about what you're doing, you know, in terms of how you're addressing your audience, and really, you know, it's really about how we address the viewership and the community. It's a question you have to ask yourself because you define those criteria for yourself. If you love streaming, you have to ask if streaming is a continued love. If people love your stream, you have to decide if that's fulfilling for you. Yes. I agree. I 100% agree. I think that is super important. Let us look at the design. Let's warm up by looking at the design of the channel. I have a list of things to help me keep everything straight of what I can look at. It's a pretty easy checklist in terms of the design portion of it. So let's take a look. So this is BennyFits channel. If you are so inclined to check it out, you can check it out right here in the links in the chat, as well as there is an extension where you can just, if you're on a browser, mouse over the video overlay, and there's a nice little follow button. BennyFits, making it real easy. Okay, let's take a look. So, trailer. There's no trailer. Super common, that's okay. There's no trailer. And I think BennyFits, I think you would make an amazing trailer. People would know. People, all you need to do, as you've heard me say on here before, 60 seconds. Who's BennyFits? What's BennyFits about? How is BennyFits? What's BennyFits? When's BennyFits? But seriously, you know, super uncommon. Not everyone has a trailer. I think you are number 11. You are number 11 in terms of stream reviews we've done. Only 2 people have had a trailer, and I think since then, since I've done a review, maybe 1 or 2 more people have worked on theirs. So brand new thing. Consider it. You want to get a redesign out, get some content out? Yeah. Maybe do a trailer every month with previous month's content. That's a smart way to do it. And that's one thing that you touched upon that I think is really excellent. I had a trailer when I came back to streaming in June. I took about a year off. In June, when I came back, I filmed a very rough 50-some second trailer. And that was when I was brand new and well, not brand new, but like right fresh back into streaming. Now I've been doing it for almost 5 months since I've come back, and now I actually have clips and content and things that I would like to put in it. So I'll be updating mine, and I highly recommend people maintain those trailers, right? It would be ideal, you know, as your trailer, you know, when you put it together, especially when you edit it, is leave the portion open. If you decide to use clips, leave that open so you can drop a new set of clips in easily, and then change the other parts of it as needed, right? Whether it's, you know, who you are, what you're about, what the content is to expect, and what your schedule is. Have those as like bits and pieces, like any good editing workflow. You'd have each of those ready to go in chunks. Replace what's needed. Keep that video project easily updated. So trailer, 60 seconds, you got it. A monthly, quarterly, semi-annual trailer, you evolve, and so should a new viewer's expectations. Yes, so I agree. So the longer you do this thing, we all evolve, we all change, It's especially if you're striving to improve your content, you should see changes. You should see differences in what you were doing even 2 to 3 months ago. You should see some changes. Depending on how long you've been doing it, those changes could be very, very small, but there. If you're brand new to streaming, you're definitely going to see bigger changes in terms of your quality and how you stream. Let's see, profile picture. I love it. Benny's face is right here. I love the art style, man. So this is great. This looks like part of your whole, you know, you're unifying some of this redesign. I love the face. So profile picture is excellent. I always recommend either a face or a logo. Face is always more important to me. I tend to pay more attention when it's their face or avatar of some kind. Profile banner. Let's look at this banner. I like this. This is definitely that camping vibe. And you know, as you know, video carousel in the center tends to block a lot of it, but this is good. This is good what we see here. We get a taste of what you would normally see in BennyFits stream. The only thing I would recommend if you really want is you could put your BennyFits logo along the top here if you want. This Wochi TV did a really good job on his. He did a really good job on his where he dropped his name up top at center. Completely optional. You decide simpler was better since screen size dictates a lot. Yeah, and that's very important when you design for these pages, right? It's because it's really dependent on the screen of the person who's looking at it and the size of the window generally. If you were to shrink this like so, smoking bacon. Good morning. We're doing a stream review with BennyFits. So if I were, oops, why am I doing that? There we go. If I were to do this, as you can see, is scaling based on the width and size, mostly, of the window. Yeah, also works vertically. Less so on the profile itself, but more so on some of the other things. But yes. It does work both vertically and horizontally, so it's hard to predict. So go with a banner that you are comfortable with, kind of shifting, that it's kind of okay, that you're not missing out on anything here. And then if you're looking at it on browser, this carousel is gonna block it. On mobile, it's just gonna be purely the banner. Yeah, you have to be mindful where things go when you put the banner. So generally what I've been recommending to people is either something along the upper top, even though vertically is a thing, even though verticality could be a problem. You know, you could optimize for a 1080p screen, but you know, you never know how it's going to be. You could do something up top, or you could do something to the side if you want to do something more specific. But I like this. I like how this is just simple and easy. Yeah, Wochi did a fantastic job. All right, let's take a look. So this is the home page. This looks like, okay, let's see. So recent broadcasts. We got one from yesterday, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 7 days ago, 8 days ago. So of course, BennyFits is streaming on a regular basis. This is what this tells me. That's excellent. Looking at the categories, we have 7 different categories. He's definitely a variety streamer. We got Genshin Impact, Baldur's Gate, Guild Wars, and so on. Looks like Animal Crossing most recently. 1080p is your best guess. Benny recommends scaling for around 1200 to 1400 pixels since you don't actually have 1080p to use, and sidebar opens up wide. Yes. Yeah, actually, that's another point, right? So you guys are seeing it the way that I have it here, but yeah, he's referring to the sidebar. Boop. I hide that during these reviews. Normally, I leave this open when I'm on Twitch. You can peek at who I'm following. Yeah, so it does change based on what you have open, and the size of the window, and the resolution of your screen. Let's see. Let's hit the about portion. About BennyFits. When Benny was a very young monster, his mother said, "Benny, you can be anything you want to be. You could even be president." Benny's mother was entirely unable to predict just how lazy her son would prove to be. I like this description. This is like, if you know BennyFits, this is like classic Benny. This is classic Benny here. This is his humor. This is a good representation of his brand of humor, and I love it. This is great. Normally I tell people to have a really good description about who they are and what they're about, but you do have that down here, and we'll hit those panels briefly. This is a nice again, this is a nice taste of who you are as a broadcaster and creator, and I really love it. So as long as you have that, it's really good. Let's click the links here. Boop. We got BennyFits Twitter page. I always like to do a quick audit of the links on the socials. Let's take a look. BennyFits. So what's really great here is it matches. The graphics match. This looks like the exact same picture on the banner of the page, but with the logo, and that's excellent. We got Benny's face. That ties in perfectly with what we got going here. Consistency, and look at this detail. See how his face is on top of this background, which is this background right here. It's cohesive. That's excellent. This is like very detailed design. Keeping that in mind, I highly recommend if you can take into account the profile picture and the banner on your Twitter page, but they also match here on your Twitch. This is unified branding. It's perfect. Let's take a quick look here. Pinned tweet. We're gonna take an aside and talk about Twitter really quick. Pinned tweet. This is really good if you are a creator of some kind. It's always nice to have a pinned tweet that introduces you as a creator, what you do. In BennyFits' case, he says, "Broadcaster, mover, shaker, monster. That's me, BennyFits, a content creating monster making content on Twitch, focusing on loot-based and community-driven games. Join me at Spawn Camp for adventures 6 nights a week starting at 4 p.m. US Central." Fantastic. And then there's the link, and there's this really great, I love this picture, guys. There it is. He also ties it together by calling his Discord server Spawn Camp, and I like that you have a background here. As a community server, you could set the invitation background. Again, this is another cohesive piece of the design. It all fits. It's all consistent. It looks the same. Spawn Camp at beautiful Spawn Point. See, there it is. This is the story BennyFits is telling. I think it's fantastic. This is really good. Classic Benny. Let's look at the panels while we're here. And look at this. If you look at the background images, look how uniform they are. He made them of equal height. So there's consistency. What's really great here, you guys should be taking notes on this, because like what's great here, you know how we were talking about how it's purely dependent on your window? Like I could shrink this and ideally it's all the same because he made them equal height. This is really excellent. More people should be doing this. I should be doing this as well. It gives you a very nice uniform look no matter the size and width of the window. At 3 panels wide, they form a single image. I was going to say it looks like it's a contiguous image. Yeah, see, look at that. That's smart. This is good. This is like pro tier panel design. It makes me want to do it. 320 pixels wide is where Twitch's limit is, and then the height. What's the height you used on this in terms of pixels? Do you remember? Benny giving himself 320. Oh, so yeah, it's perfectly square. Awesome. God, I need to do that. I need to do that. Okay. That's your limit. Yep. Let's look at these panels closely. I'm Benny, Mover Shaker Monster. So this is a bit of the similar information we saw on the Twitter profile. I'm a streaming monster with focus on community games that involve loot, progression, and friends. So really straight to the point, really simple. It's first in slot, which is what I always talk about. Put it first in slot. I say use it. It's an accessibility problem, but it's kind of a choice you make. Yeah. Then we have subscription. Subscribe. So we got emotes. This is fantastic. If you are an affiliate and you have emotes or partner, share those emotes. Put them somewhere on a panel. It helps people understand what kind of benefit they get, benefit that they get from subscribing. And he has a short blurb about becoming a benefactor, which is what he calls his subscribers. Join Benny at the fire, show your support for the stream, get a set of unique emotes, and earn awesome merit badges. If you click here, it will take you to the subscription. I'm already subscribed. All the puns. Yes, Perky Daisy. Campfire rules, so he has a list of rules. Be excellent to each other. The world's rough enough. Yeah. Don't spoil the stream for others. Go with it. Respect the moderators. They have a job for a reason, and it's done how it's done. Don't let curiosity ruin the show. Yep. I like this last rule because I bet you get that all the time. You have more emote slots, but those are being redesigned. Got it. This is good. I highly recommend all of you have a subscription panel of some kind. There's also extensions that display your emotes if you don't want to build something, but this is really nice. Cookie Monster questions. Oh man, I bet. We got a Discord, a Twitter, so more socials. This is good. This reinforces the links up above. This is nice because it allows you to talk a bit more about what they are. And of course, these all link to it. Uh-oh, hold on. This link's broken. Discord link's broken on the panel. Twitter one looks good. So, yeah, no worries, man. We also have another panel called the Expedition. This is his stream team. Might I suggest a sub emote? Yeah, if you're looking, Benny, I want to normalize sub sandwiches in emotes, so you could call them sub emotes. Oh yeah, the vanity URL. Yeah, got it. You have 2 slots. Oh man, it's always tough picking a new emote for an open slot. All right. The Expedition is a group of streamers committed to community, mutual respect, quality content, and most importantly, each other. I love Expedition. And this link works. This goes to the Expedition stream team. A lot of fantastic people in that group. All right. Panels look great, man. You could sub and do two 2 or 3 or more to buck the trend. Let's look at the schedule. It looks like we got a schedule hammered out, which is excellent. And we got Animal Crossing and Guild Wars 2 coming up. And for those of you that are new, just make sure you're maintaining this schedule somewhere. I'm kind of weird. I want to doubly make sure that people know my schedule, so I put it in both the panel and in the schedule widget. But as long as it's there, you're fine. So and make sure you update it as your schedule changes. You only have Saturday in because until last night you hadn't decided on a Saturday yet. Oh, I see. Getting used to, yeah. I just recently added these morning streams to my schedule. I went the whole week without putting them on there because I'm like, well, we're kind of trying it out, but we'll see. So let's take a look at the video listing. So if you're unfamiliar with this, friends, there's several categories here that you can't remove as a caster. Recent broadcast, recent highlights and uploads, popular clips, all videos. So these are actually I believe the 4. Is it 4? Yeah, it's the 4 categories you can't remove. But as a streamer, you can reorder these any way you see fit. Recent broadcast is always a good one to lead with. That or popular clips, but I like recent broadcasts up here. You can also add collections here. It's essentially a playlist. If Benny, you have a playlist of things that you would like to share, it's always good to put it here. You can create a collection and then add it to this page, and then you could order it wherever you want. Otherwise, this is fine. This is also fine. But yeah, I think this is fantastic overall. You put highlights because you had better highlights from before clips were a thing. Yeah, it just got used more. The other thing, yeah, I would say clips are always nice. Yeah, you had, yeah, Oddshot was the clip. Oddshot was clips before clips were on Twitch. And now clips are a thing. One thing I always like to remind people with their clips is, keep tabs on your clips. And certainly get into the habit of finding the clips that are really excellent, whether it's from your community or you remember something that happened and going back and clipping it. This is really good for sharing. Clips are really nice to post, whether in a Discord or on social media, particularly if it's just a really, interesting, funny clip. Those things are shareable, and of course, it can drive people to your channel. None of your whatever, potato. It's good to keep tabs on clips because by default anyone can create them. Yes, by default anyone can create them. Twitch did a wonderful thing not too long ago where the streamer can control who can create clips. You can limit it to followers or to yourself, I believe. Yeah, you want to weed out the bad ones. Yeah, you want to go in your clips section and kind of do a once over on a regular basis to see if there's anything in there you either you like and you can share, or purge, because some of them are not useful. Overall, your page design is fantastic. I'm a big fan of your panels. I'm a big fan of the aesthetic that you've gone for in this recent redesign. It really looks great, and what's moreover, it looks great across multiple platforms. So you've got the Twitter. It looks great on a Twitter page as well. So this is good. You're very uncertain. It looks fantastic. And we'll see more of this going into the stream. Let's take a look at those VODs though, yeah? Yeah. Is there a recent VOD you would like to look at? Do you want to look at the most recent? You notice that the Twitter profile and banner... Yeah, I was pointing this out. How you have this background. This is another clever thing BennyFits did here. So, like, if you look right here, like where this... Is that like a machete? Like it lines up. It's like it's a part of the image. That's very, very good. Between that and the panels forming a picture. Like, look at that. I think it's great. I like to point out how you're doing great, Benny. I like how the panels arrange themselves in a 3x2 layout with the chat and follower expanded. Yeah. So if we do that, yeah, BennyFits planned for this right here. So when these side panels are in or expanded, and they're taking up their spaces on the side, I have a 1080p display right here. It turns into a 3x2, as Lex pointed out. Recent VOD probably is the best. Got it. We'll look at that one. What I would say here is, yeah, this is really, if you're designing your panels, strive for something like this. Now, this is a choice that some people make, and I'm sure BennyFits is at the point where he's got a lot of those relationships established. But if you are, you know, an up-and-coming streamer and you want your information easily accessible in terms of contact for a game company, make sure your email is somewhere in a panel, probably under the About. Benny also has it on his Twitter profile right here. I recommend having it here and or on here somewhere. And that's just like, if you are looking to work with companies who want to support your community, whether they're supplying you with games or, you know, other things, they want to get a hold of you, they're going to look at your channel and your socials and say, okay, how do I get a hold of this person directly? So get your email in a good spot. All right. Are you ready for the VOD? Ready for the VOD portion? All right. Boom. All right. Boom. Oh, look, it's me. Okay. Thank you for that host, by the way. I'm gonna pause my music. I like this design. We've seen this image. BennyFits says, also know I'm an exception to a lot of cases. I had fast discovery, which afforded you a lot of options. Yes. And to direct people to your stuff like they need your assistance. Yes. He's absolutely absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. This track is called Spawn Camp by Pop Sky. Of course it is. I like it. I like the music. We got a loading bar. You commissioned him? Oh man, I should look into that. This is good music. I really like it. We got a load screen, a loading bar. Yeah, this is actually a pretty advanced technique, and I'll tell you why. And actually, BennyFits just did here. So he likes the loading bar more than a timer, since he can control how fast the bar goes and how people don't necessarily notice the time. This is pretty good. I would say the general rule of thumb is have a timer if you don't have something like this. And again, the general rule of thumb, aim for 2 to 3 minutes if you can. I know Benny has a lot more going on with this stream, so he needs that time to prepare as the stream is up and going, and he wants to get his viewers in. You've decreased from 10 to 5 on the feedback, and that's worked out since it's the length of the track. That's perfect. That's perfect. 5 minutes is certainly solid. Especially knowing, like, if you have a stream that requires far more prep, then, you know, try not to exceed 5 minutes. This is good. I like it. I like these. You know, I write these types of descriptions for games. You know, when the loading bar's going and you have either funny tips or quips or things like that, I write those for a lot of the games I work on. So that has a special place in my heart, and I like it. This is a call out to a lot of the games that we play now, right? Reticulating spleens. Exactly. So, splines. Not spleens. This is good. This is excellent. Does your bar do the thing that some apps do, and then it just moves all the way back? I'm just kidding. You get to like 95% and then it's down to 60. Can you re-reticulate the splines? So this is good. We're gonna skip a little closer to the... I'm glad that that's working out for you. Oh, see, look at this. Incoming call. See, this is cool. This is cool.
Whoa! Wow! How you doing? It's me, BennyFits. What's up, Dream On? What's up, Dave? How you guys doing today? I'm doing all right. It's Tuesday, yo. It's Tuesday. Yo! Answer the call, baby. Answer the call. How you guys doing on a Tuesday night, y'all? Me? Just chilling, just jamming.
I love
doing
this.
my thing, you know. Doing well, that's good to hear. Very good to hear, very good to hear. Doing the thing, do the thing, man. You do that thing. Listen, we're gonna play some Animal Crossing tonight. Why? Because I got a hankering for it. Playing, how is the new Zombie Royale? How is that? I've seen that. I've seen, like, the video for it. I thought maybe I'll give that a try, you know. It's fun. Like, how you play it, dude? Tell me about it. Tell me about it, baby. On a scale of, like, trying to see you down a handful of... Listen, I was curious. I was curious. How you doing, Loud? How you doing, bud? Oh,
so I have to say, this is great. I like what you're doing here. I mean, you know that this is a get-to-market design, but I really like what you're doing here. You know, you make it look like a video call. You know, you're chatting with Benny. This is brilliant. This is actually, from a design perspective, looking at how, you know, a lot of us are in this COVID, this COVID era where we're on video chat all the time, and BennyFits has always done some wonderful commentary on what's happening right now. But I do think this is nice. You were really afraid this would disconnect. So my gut reaction is that, yeah, it's a bit of a disconnect, but it's also very relevant and topical. And so for that reason, I think it works here. Everybody's voicing, so video. Everyone's video calling, so I'll video call. I think this is brilliant. So I like what you're doing here.
Yeah, turn it up.
I'm a big fan of it.
Mrs. Fiendish, welcome in.
But I do like the design. This design's fantastic. I know you're going to improve upon it.
Waiting for Dave to tell me about this new Warzone mode that's so good, he says. Like normal Battle Royale, but when you die, you're a zombie. Didn't kill enough to find cures, and you
the
come
window
back as
has
a human.
its own transitions.
Really?
Of course it does.
That sounds like maybe a Saturday night for us. What do you
That's
think?
awesome. XSplit does some neat things for sure.
Doing great. Just needed to see my Benny girl senpai. I'm a senpai. I had no idea.
He got you with that one.
I didn't even know I was senpai material. Plus, you get to keep your weapons after death. That's also very good. I'll put that on the schedule for this week. I'm not real sure what to do Friday and Saturday, but I'll put that on the schedule. Maybe Saturday. Maybe Saturday. We'll give that a shot.
Do you do anything else?
For it. I was like, maybe I want to try.
Do you do anything else? Like, do you have a scene for other, like, do you ever have guests? Because I could see you making this, a video, like, if you ever do guests and you have their video on. You don't yet. I was going to say, that's a perfect thing, like, if you ever have guests on your stream.
I did. Well, now maybe I will.
Yeah, to do some clever things with the desktop. I was recently concepting this, but I was thinking about using doing something similar, but having it be Windows like Windows XP. Good old Windows XP. Announcements is a file that can trigger to click and open, then send it. Yeah, dude. No, that's perfect.
How long is it been? When did it come out today? I don't remember seeing it before. You turn into a zombie instead of Gulag, yeah.
This is bare bones.
Maybe I'll try that a little after stream. We'll see how it is.
This is a good start. This is a good start for sure. This is a good this is a good first pass.
Yes. I'm digging that. That sounds great. That sounds good, except Dave plays. And I know Dave. Dave's like, I only take winners on my team. Why? Because I'm a big loser and I need winners. Listen, man, just join the loser club with the rest of us, all right? Just join the loser club. Come on. It's all right to lose. Hard carry. That's, like the movie Carrie, but they froze the blood. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Not nearly as good as the original. True story. How is your day, Dream On? You're very quiet. Not as quiet as Mr. Senpai. Mr. Senpai.
I like how you're cracking yourself up here too.
That's awesome. That right there is. Count me in. Count me in. I did the work. I'm here to see the island. I thought it was a K-pop song, Hard Carry. I'm not familiar. I am not familiar with that. That's a new one by me.
This is the part where you're most uncertain. I'm kind of curious what makes you uncertain here. Actually, out of curiosity. Chat, what do you guys think of the opening? Any thoughts from chat on that? I would say, in terms of how I try to frame this for a lot of streamers, I think that this is very strong. A lot of people don't take enough time with their chat. I don't take enough time with my chat. But you know, they're there, they're engaged, and you are interacting with them. I would say, let's see, it's been roughly 5 minutes. How long do I go before getting into it? How engaging am I right now? Is this funny or just droning on? Okay, well, you know, that is certainly something one needs to feel out. I would say as long as chat is reciprocating in terms of, you know, talking to you, I think that's just fine. You want to be clear and vulnerable about that because 5 years in and you still ask these questions. I think that is definitely, how do I put it? I think that is definitely the way to look at it. I think no matter how long you've been doing this, if you've been doing this for 5 months or 5 years or 10 years, but even at 5 years, I think it's very important to continue to ask those questions, and thanks for being vulnerable here. The best answer I have is, as long as you feel like there is something to be gained here, and as you know, there's no absolute right amount of time. It's really about how comfortable you feel with it, how comfortable chat seems to feel with it, if they're engaging you, if they're continuing to engage you. I mean, certainly if you spend probably more than 5 to 10 minutes, it may at that point just become a just chatting stream. But I think as far as openings go, I think this is perfect so far. It's been roughly 5 minutes.
How do you say it? Is it K-pop or K-pop?
I mean, you're coming up with some quips
this
here.
This is a serious question, all right? Is it K-pop or K-pop? Is it J-pop or J-pop? K-pop! Like a Batman show. Kapow! Wham! Biff! Boff!
No, and I mean, it also, I would say it also depends. It certainly depends on watchability here. I think this is watchable. I certainly enjoyed this banter. One thing I should bring up as well, I start doing my load-in before the scheduled start, so few people are in chat, but I still prefer an early start since fewer people suffer the loading screen. I think that is actually perfect. I think that is certainly, I think it's a good way to go, honestly. As a best practice, I think that matters more the bigger, you know, the bigger the audience you have. Certainly at your size, that matters. That does matter a lot. And I think for your needs in terms of doing the load in before the scheduled start is a fine move. So 5 minutes before your scheduled stream, you go live and you start the loading bar. Yeah, regulars show up, others filter in. I think that's a very fantastic point in terms of, like, especially if you, one of the biggest things you could do as a streamer is, of course, once you establish consistency and establish a schedule, you afford yourself these opportunities for filling the chat, right, or getting chat primed and ready for you when you're ready to start. And so Precisely. Like, your regulars will know. Your regulars for sure will know when to show up. That kind of primes the chat for you, so you have people in there and engaged in talking. And then as other people filter in, they see that you're already engaging with them and that you're having these conversations. I mean, let's look at this. You spent roughly 5 minutes chatting with your viewers, and I thought that was actually a pretty good amount of time. I think given the kind of engagement that you had here, the amount of people that were talking to you, I think that was great. You were able to keep it going. In terms of like, if chat wasn't as active as they are here, certainly I would say, you know, if you don't have anything more to talk about, certainly transition into it. But I think 5 minutes for what you did was good. 5 minutes on the loading bar was excellent. So we're talking roughly 10 minutes from when you hit the live button to when you kind of start to get into the stream proper with the gaming. I think that's really good. I think it's really good.
Bring this down. Yeah, fade it out like a pro, then fade. Yeah, look at that. Benny knows what he's doing.
That
I know
audio,
what I'm doing.
Look at that audio fade.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
I love the Mr. T.
My aim is off. See, like, I need to play more Call of Duty. Get my aim back. Wahoo! They are the property of Mr. T, man.
Your villager
Down. It's loud in my ear.
is a pretty passable Benny.
I don't know how loud it is to you, but it's loud in my head. There's another one right there. I ain't been out today.
That's great, Benny.
Been playing a lot of this though. Started playing over the weekend. Did my birthday yesterday, Sunday, and I was like, "Hey, I remember we used to play this all the time, man. You remember this?" And now they got stuff to do, so I'm gonna go do. Whoa, hold up. But do I?
Stay away from my bins, right?
I do not. I do not. Too late. Goodbye, Malone.
I don't know what you're doing with those bins,
store.
Benny.
You want to go to the store every day? Mark, you're the second one to say that. Dave said it was going to. Maybe we'll do that Saturday. Yeah.
That's been your raid call.
I think I got one of these. I'm gonna get another one.
These bins are the property of Mr. T.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Is right, son. I got a plan with all this stuff. I got a plan. I got a whole bunch of this stuff. I had an idea. Let's get them Nook Miles, man. Got them. Dollar bills, y'all. So if I sub, can I see you eat a handful of mayo? I will never do it again.
Mr. T's a busy man. He doesn't have time to defend his garbage bins, so we've got to do it for him.
I haven't done. Listen. Yo, I'm gonna get this. Man. Yep, that 900. All right, I'll buy it. Sold to the man in the red hat.
So I like your layout here. Your layout's pretty good here.
Sounds worth doing.
It's very simplified. We got the Benny call in the corner, which is good. I know that you like to favor very clean interface, very clean overlay rather. I know you also like to try to keep game space as clear as possible. Because I've seen a couple iterations of your overlays in the past where you've actually done the game slightly smaller so you can make room for your camera and other parts of the overlay. I think it's been a trend, especially when looking at more and more of these stream overlays, that people are starting to favor, less and less of the overlay. And so bare minimum, you see a lot of people who it's mostly the camera and maybe like a carousel of their latest stats. Yeah, that was mostly done to add chat to the video. Yeah, I recall those overlay designs. It's a double-edged sword. I've decided to stay away from chat and video until I could better control that content. Yeah. I think that's a good call. And I like what you did here. I like how you've moved to the video being the main thing that you add to the overlay. I like your alerts. Your alerts look great here. How they pop up in this upper corner. This is clean. And it looks like you're thanking them for that, so that's excellent. Hello, Mastani, welcome. I like the unobtrusive alerts. Yeah, desktop notifications. Yep. That's really beautiful. I think your overlay is done well. Some people, like I said, like to do a bit more with their stats, and I think that's completely up to the streamer. I've been recently adding like latest sub, latest follower on a little carousel. You recommend stats if you're trying to drive goals, for sure. For sure. Mine are a combination of somewhat goal, but more so the call out. More so the call out, because my carousel just does the latest. So it does latest follow, latest sub. I think if that's important for you to feel like your viewers, can get their name up there, I think that's reasonable. You're not averse to doing that. Your philosophy is not to add overlay without purpose. Agree. No, I 100% agree. I leave that really up to the streamer. I like to call it out. Some people want to drive those goals. Some people want to do more with those things. I think if that is your preference, to do it and do it do it as simply as possible. And I agree. I agree with your feeling in terms of like not to add to your overlay without purpose. We get a lot of people who have these overlays, and there's a million things going on. And you really got to ask yourself, like anything in design, what does this bring to the experience? What does this bring to, in this case, overlay? Never chase a trend, do for your need, not because you saw it done. Yeah. No, definitely do what suits your needs. So if you are a person who wants to like in my case, I like to have the latest follower, the latest sub shouted out in my overlay, and it rotates through that roughly every 5 to 6 seconds. It changes over. That includes subs, cheers, things like that. I like to call those out for the viewership. If I didn't care about that, or like if I cared more about, because I think we've done, people have done the stream, was it stream boss, the tip jar things for like that, then yeah, if you want to drive those things, those could be there. It's a matter if that's what you really want to drive. Everything has to earn its place on your overlay though, so I 100% agree. Yeah. No, I agree. I think BennyFits is very proficient at what he's doing. This is what it looks like when you have someone who's very experienced at this content creation gig.
Console was not internet time,
So I think this is, I mean, so far it looks good.
We'll come back to that later. Wait, that's not
I think it's very cohesive.
That in storage.
What do you feel
That in
about the
storage.
placement in the lower
These in
corner,
storage. I
BennyFits?
don't have nothing that uses it yet.
How do you feel about your placement of the camera?
I had somebody give me some candy, and I got a little extra because my apparently, allegedly, when I started the game up, on Sunday, when it was my birthday, it was off a little bit. And I realized it's because my clock was not synced to the internet. So what I did, I wound up getting mail twice. It was weird.
You actually even think about going a little further north for this game because blocking the time, but stay south for like Guild Wars to intentionally block chat. Yeah, when we had Wochi on here, he blocks his chat with his camera, so I totally get that. I would say if the layout affords it, and you've heard me say this before on recent reviews, the higher up you can go in terms of eyeline is always nicer. So if in Animal Crossing you feel like it fits a bit better, I like having the camera more on the top half to like the midsection. Depending on what's going on in the game, the eyeline would drift more to you in that way. And people like that. And I do want to talk to BennyFits' statement here. He says, I actually am to be entirely fair, I've got experience in all of this, but I wanted to do this because I want people to realize even if you're experienced, doubt is a clinging beast. Imposter syndrome is not an easy thing to escape. So I would really love to talk about that for a second because one of the parts that one of the things I want to accomplish with these reviews is to support your outlook in terms of how we feel about content creation. I think imposter syndrome is something that creators of any kind often deal with. I deal with it during my day job as a designer. I deal with it in my night job as a streamer, and it's really the whole, hey, am I really as good as it appears, right? Or are people going to find out that I have no idea what I'm doing, or that I am no good at this. So middle of the day night job. I know I laughed when I said night job. Well, I do stream at night as well, but the fact of the matter is that even if you are brand new to this, or if you are experienced at doing this sort of thing, those questions will always come up. The questions of, am I doing this right? Do people find this entertaining? Do people like what I do? Am I really as good of a creator as people say I am? Am I, the questions and the doubt goes on. And what I'm here to tell you is, and you know this, but it's perfectly natural. It's perfectly natural to question and wonder and think, am I doing right? Am I doing right by my content? Am I doing a good job? Am I a good creator? And the answer is, as long as you continue to get joy out of it, as long as you continue to feel that creating is something you have to do, then you cannot go wrong. Is the best thing I guess I can say is as long as you're continuing to create and that you take joy out of it and you enjoy, it's really when you begin to stop enjoying the act of the creation is when you should stop and ask what's going on, right? The doubt's going to be there, the questions are going to be there, but have faith and know that, especially in your case, Benny, have faith and know that there are people who get a lot out of what you do. There is Rakai, thank you for the host and welcome. There are a lot of people who care about you and what you do and what you bring to Twitch and the online community overall. And I know it's hard to always believe that, especially when creation is completely, like, the results of creation can be completely subjective, right? When you're not sure, like, how people are going to receive the things that you do, or whether or not it's still relevant. But I have to say, in your case, Benny, and all of you who are watching and who do this on a regular basis, as long as you continue to enjoy the act of in this case creation and streaming, in this case it's streaming, I think that's what matters. It's a decision point for you. Less, is this profitable? More, do people want and need this because it's worth doing if it's someone's good mental space? I mean, I would say, as someone who watches your stream, people do want and need it. I think you bring value.
The cabin site's over here.
I think it is a combination of what you do for others, but as well as what this does for you, right? I know you want to ask, do I get fulfillment from this because other people are benefiting from my content? I think as long as you continue to enjoy the act of creation, it shows. And people will enjoy it. The beauty about it is, I think everyone does have an audience as long as you want to create, right? The thing that happens is when you stop caring about the act of the creating, and you stop caring about the process, right? If you stop enjoying the process of it, whether it's the planning or the design or the the actual time spent while producing that content, as long as you're okay doing those things and feeling like, as long as you're continuing to enjoy those things, I think that's what matters. But the second question decides what you're investing your time in. That's fair. And like I said, I think people find their audiences. Is this business or, yeah? Okay, I see what you're saying. Second question decides what you're investing your time in more profitable things or in people. Is this business or altruism? That's fair. I think I think that's certainly, I'm glad that you bring this up. This is certainly a question I think we as streamers and creators all have to ask ourselves, right? Speaking as hopefully less I may sound biased here, but I do appreciate your content, and I think it's fantastic, and I think a lot of people from seeing your chat and being in your chat and knowing your community, a lot of people get so much from it. A lot of people get a lot.
Once you get taken your foot, now give me that rug, that's mine. You will like the rug, you will like the money. I would like the money. All will be happy and well. Here is your bonus of exchange ticket.
Do you feel like that interaction with Sahara is not unlike our interactions with viewers? You will like the content. I will like. I'm just kidding. I know that's not how it is.
On a medium rug, so that means 2 tickets for you. If you want roll a rug and there's a body inside, please bury that on your property.
You will like this content.
Vera, how are you? 5 exchange tickets you have collected.
You'll pick your
How
pocket.
are you wanting your mysterious wallpaper? Or it's equally mysterious flooring? I sure do. Yes, it is understood, of course. Wallpaper, flooring, which of these whisper to you? Which one does? Guys, which one whispers to me? One of them is saying, Benny, buy Apple stock, but like buy it 60 years ago. Wallpaper says, Rumabot says wallpaper, but I can't trust him. Wall flooring says abstractism because he likes to stir the pot. And but am I hearing?
That's really nice of you to say, Rikai.
Invest in paperclip. Floor paper.
Dozens of us. Dozens.
Now, look, all right. I'm gonna buy the wallpaper. In that case, 5 of the exchange tickets. I will take from you now. Blake, how are you? Happy Blur's Day. Oh. Sorry doesn't cut it, does it? Sorry doesn't put thumbs back on.
You know,
the head.
a word, right, on puppet-based streaming, right, and content. Because BennyFits out is saying, I encourage others to do what I do. I'm not the only one out there. I think there is certainly a need and an audience for it. I think it's fantastic. And what we're seeing here is a very, very experienced creator doing this effortlessly. You make this look easy. I think that there should be more content like this out there on Twitch. I really do.
How goes your day? My day is going all right. You will want to.
Your engagement so far is really great.
Rating with this will make you restless for more mystery. Is your wallet now content, or shall you make additional purchases? You know what? I'm not interested in anymore. I will visit again. May our wallets find together.
It's a monster, actually. It's a monster. Benny's a monster, right?
How's the game audio, by the way, guys? Is it,
My bad.
Is it pleasing to you? Does the volume please your ears? Or do I need to walk by twice? Wait, that's
Welcome,
not how that goes.
Dream On Inc. He's a monster.
This pleases the bard.
I'm gonna start skipping ahead. So your engagement overall is excellent. You're doing a fantastic job talking to your chat. When there's nothing to address when it comes to chat, your monologue is fantastic. You're continuing to fill that air, and you fill it with interesting things to say. Yeah.
We will come back and water it, because if you water it, you'll get more pumpkins out of it.
That's a fantastic list too that BennyFits has. Business is great. Raffy Plays, Say Hey Rocco, Melvin the Muppet, The Oddball Show, Dorak, Larry IRL. I've only seen I'd say 2 or 3 of those. So there's a lot of that kind of content out there for sure.
There, and you can eat them. Oh, one thing I didn't show you. Cross this bridge here, we'll go right by.
I like your island too, BennyFits. You cover the range. Some are more family friendly. You've committed to being more family friendly, but some of them are more adult. Yeah, it is quite a range.
Telescope, cause we don't take the lens cap off. Why? Because if you did, the lens gets dusty. And I ain't gonna.
It's quite the range for sure.
The lens cap on, please. Now, ladies and gentlemen, moving into the residential area of our tour here. This is right here. This is Elvis's house. He's still the king, but in his own head. This used to be Phil's house, but now this is Aurora.
You gave the island tour, yeah.
Right?
I was going to say, everyone, you know,
Very
when they
proud, my
join an Animal Crossing stream, it's always that. Give me the tour. I want to see your island. I want to see who's on it. Yeah. How did you arrange it? So you are absolutely correct. It's easy content in that you're always going to end up giving a tour.
I'm Aurora, formerly of Nuko. Where is Nuko? Or we can get to be friends now that we know each other.
It delays that I've run out of things to do.
It's
Yeah.
night, Piper.
That's actually a really good point, right? Because when you play Animal Crossing, right, there's so many things that you could be doing. And it's very possible you run out of the things that you're looking to do, right? When it comes to your regular routine that you have when you get on your island for a play session. And I think if you are to be like a you know, an Animal Crossing creator, or you're to do a stream with Animal Crossing, you want to have an understanding of how to use that time, right? Because yeah, there's an eventual point where you've done everything you can really do on the island, unless, you know, you do want to fill it with other things. Like giving island tours is great. A lot of people like to do, they hunt for specific villagers, right? Where they go to islands and do villagers. Sometimes they do island tours of other people, right? They'll look at islands that are submitted by their community. So those are always good things to keep in mind when you're streaming Animal Crossing, for sure. Corbob says, my kid reset all the Animal Crossing data on your Switch because the other kid made the island and wasn't building it out. Oh, man. Man. Nothing to do means no stream content. That's a horrible feeling. Yes, I agree. That was one of your favorite things to do, give museum evaluations. Because they would have a thing and I'd say it wasn't a thing. No, I think that's really you know, in terms of an aside of like what can I do when I stream Animal Crossing? This is certainly something one has to keep in mind, right? Like, what are the things that I can do? Amber, no, that's a Jello mode. Sorry, I've got to deduct points for that. Yeah, it's only, yeah, Corbob, as you just said, it's only one island per Switch. And the only one who made it can build it out. It's 2020 and we still haven't figured out how to do multi-user device stuff. I mean, I feel like that was just a very specific design decision that they made that just isn't a good decision. I don't think it's not that they couldn't figure it out. I think it was a very specific decision that they made that I think every single person I've talked to about it, though, is not a fan of. One island per system. I could see the reasons why they would do that from a dev's point of view, but as a player, I have problems with it. As a dev, I get it in a couple different ways, but mostly I like your evaluation though there, BennyFits. I think that's fantastic.
Gameplay for me. This is Ketchup's house. It is not the regular house because I got her like as one of the first three.
Exactly, BennyFits. Yeah, exactly.
People. And this is Eugene's
it's
house.
essentially a single user device.
To come in through the cabin site, yeah. Ketchup is my best friend. She was the one who who threw the birthday party for me.
Ketchup's great, dude.
How you doing, Ketchup? Enjoy that donut. Nice to see you, Touchdown. You're looking perf as ever.
Is your nickname's from her Touchdown?
I'm trying to be a heavy metal singer instead of a pop star. I'm so not metal. Man, you should like baby metal, maybe. Hey, take care of yourself, all right? I don't know what happened if something happened
That's
to
great.
you. I don't know what I'd do. This is Zugger's house. He ain't here. He's on a snag run. Now we go up here. I'm gonna blow your mind. Why?
Let's skip forward.
They can make me like, you ever do like the fall festival on Halloween? I did, and so now I want to do that here. Let's see what we got. I got 2 spooky arches. Oh, I didn't know I had campfire cookware. I got 3 spooky lamps. 2 jack-o'-lanterns.
I love all the fall stuff that you've been collecting.
2 spooky towers. That's good. Grab these candles. These candles be great. My pockets are full.
It's a very classy home you've got there too.
Hey, Benny, do I have too many mats cluttering up my store? I bet you I got too many, too much, maybe furniture and stuff that does that, not the,
You logged in just to get that stuff for the stream. You tried to do very little off stream. That makes sense. Oh, look at this, all the space you got here.
Obviously what we want to do.
That is a Mr. T painting, Corbob.
Get out of construction mode, cause it's gonna make this hard. Nope, I don't, believe it or not, I didn't really go for too much stuff every day. I should do that. I'm done.
Nice.
Turn it that way.
This is great.
Man, I placed that just right. All right. So this is like in the spooky town, right? There we go. All right, got it. So, this really wasn't my plan here, but I'm gonna reverse what I had in my mind, right? What I wanted to do was put like the graveyard over here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna still do that. I have the idea. I got it. I'm good. So what we do, we put this over here. Good. I turned it off. Probably said something untoward to it. What I want to do, I'll let you in on the big secret. I want to get some of these and spookify them. And set them out and be like, this is the fall festival over here. And then over here is the spooky graveyard. You gotta go through the spooky graveyard and you get to the fall festival. And that's how this will work. And you guys just gotta pretend like I didn't tell you.
Situations like this bug me a bit because that's a lot of dead air, but I try to forgive myself because oddly enough, using that interface is kind of a mental process. Yeah, I would say it's definitely difficult sometimes to arrange and move things in space on Animal Crossing. And I would say it's definitely it does require a certain amount of focus. So I think it's okay. I think you do, for what it is, I think you do a good job. I think you do a good job talking through it. I think you should forgive yourself a little bit because it does require
Alright, let me show you what I'm looking
it requires a certain amount of concentration and thought
put out, like when I put a stair.
Because you wanna figure out where to put something, and then which way it should face, and then having to move it to kind of fit where you want it to be. I think it's fine. Anybody can make it look easy, but Benny makes it look hard. No way, man. You're doing great. You're doing great here.
Before I do decorating, go check the mail.
You're doing a good job, you know, verbalizing what's going through your head, what you're trying to do.
Yes, you can be blue now.
You're still responding to chat. I mean, building and moving things in this game is not the easiest thing.
There we go. All right, we're good. We're good. We're on it. I'm around it. I messed it up, but it's okay. Here we go. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh crap! Wait, hold up. I thought I had this right.
You got really excited. Then you had to take a second.
All I'm really hyped out for right now is really Baldur's Gate 3. I've been enjoying that. I can't wait for it to come out. Beyond Light is next month. I am excited for that. I have faith in that one. I got faith because Bungie's pretty good.
Talking games,
Bungie's
talking
pretty
games.
Good. Did you see my play, Rob? I forgot I got my things in 2 different places. Oh wait, I thought that would do it, but no it didn't. There we go.
You're doing it with a standard Nintendo controller. In no way have you jiggered something that you have to remember what button does. Oh yeah.
I got an idea. Hold up, guys.
It's totally 2 hands on 1 controller because that's how you play games.
You obviously know what it's gonna be.
If you've been doing it any other way, start using both hands. I just doubled your skill. Dude. Yeah.
It was Among Us.
I commend you for how you play games.
Oh, I like my soul,
We're checking the mail.
my spirit, my heart.
So the vibe I'm getting, which is exactly what you put in the title, is a chill. It's exactly what you expect. This is a nice chill prep stream.
Right there.
It's very cozy.
We showcase this here instead of putting it by my house.
I think it's great. Animal Crossing is fantastic for those types of streams.
Don't showcase
You're chilling out. You're building you're designing your island.
No, you man. I mean, like the postal service needs your support, and you might as well know where the mailbox is.
This is fantastic.
This way, we follow this, and we got a nice nature walk trail over here, and you got a little pond here that you can go fishing. And if you pump this pump here, you pump all the water out of that pond. So please don't do that, thank you, because we need that pond for the fish that is going to be.
Another tour.
All right. Over here, we got another sitting area. You'll notice the theme here. I put a lot of places you can sit in this game. And you know this is a nice steamy pond.
Do you make a reference about how you do tours every hour?
Don't touch it because it might get burned. All right.
It's time for your next scheduled tour.
Follow me over across this trail here.
I'm kidding.
This way. For the other area here, you will see yet another. Don't freak out now. We have not.
You should be more tour guide in your tours, yeah.
And you can sit here and
I feel like that would really fit.
That's where the story gets very scary.
And we're walking. On your left,
Okay.
you'll see.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, maybe some spooky stuff up here too, but for now, that's what I got. That's what I got. We just got to work on this as we go along. Maybe a little more candy. Maybe another candy thing over here. That way all these stars got candy.
If you're just joining us, we're just finishing up this tour, but stick around. We'll have another tour in Text Watch, 47 minutes. We do a tour at the top of every hour.
And do like, you know, the skull and crossbones on all of them. Maybe so, maybe that's what we gotta do.
I mean, you're continuing to engage the chat. We're at almost 3 hours into this. Actually, let me hit the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, this is making me...
You're doing a fantastic job.
What's up, girl? Oh, hello, Penny. Sorry to brush you off. My claws are pretty full. All right, you know, all right. I get it.
Search parties are still looking for the last tour group, but I have a good feeling about this one. There you go.
Wow,
there it is.
No different. Yeah, I'm going in. I'm going deep. Wow, Prince had so many tunics. Who knew? I mean, it was a stylish dude. A dude with many tunics. Nope, not any for me. Hey, yep,
Didn't get anything.
Man, Rumor Boy just can't stop checking his phone.
Oh, is that Rumor Bard?
Thanks for delivering the package to Coco. You're the best, bro. So, how did it go? Did it seem like Coco was still, angry? Not at all. Cool, very cool. Cool. Sound like she's not angry anymore. That's great. I guess we'll be able to make up thanks to you. You're the best, BennyFits. I am the best, man. I'm the best. I made his day. And he's Zucker, not lucky. He's awesome, though. Did you know he made Facebook? What he says?
Did you know Zucker made Facebook?
I think the Winklevoss twins had more to do with it.
Clever, man.
But
That's clever.
He claims it was him, so you know. You don't start a fight. You just let him say what he's gonna say and do what he's gonna do and.
Nice.
And make his movie with Justin Timberlake, Jesse Eisenberg, and Bruce Campbell, who wasn't actually in that film, but would have been better with him. Wow, this is laggy.
That's great. Let's
Ooh. Wow, they got sewer. We should have.
We're gonna speed towards the end.
If we had sewer control, I bet we would have less room about it. Oh, what is this over here? This is interesting. Oh, I just stepped in front of that's a camera. And there's a movie over here. This showing. I've seen this one already though. That's Rick Moranis ain't in this one.
It's a nice island you're looking at.
That's interesting. All right, so don't look at me. Yeah, that's right. Turn around.
Visiting Dreams took the stream off the rails.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Visiting Dreams is always nice though, you know.
Over there.
But yeah.
This is kind of neat. They put all their people in this little camp over here, like
It's quite the
where they
island.
can concentrate.
It's always cool visiting other people's
kind of neat, right?
dreams or islands.
Potato and Kokoi that live here. That was, I guess that's potato. Potato.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see where you close it down.
Up again tomorrow night.
I like how this place turned out.
So we spoke about a little bit tonight. We hung out, had some friends over. We explored a dream, which I think we'll do a little bit tomorrow. I'm gonna think about what I want to do here. We won't do nothing, but I'll think about it. And we'll come back and try to do some more. Maybe try to get some more DIY or the smoke boat stuff. Yeah, I think we're gonna pick this up again tomorrow night, though. As for me, I know, guys.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
That it's a little bit of a short night. It's a little short, I'm sorry. But we'll pick it up again tomorrow night. You guys have been awesome, as always. It's very good to come back to this game. Very good. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys are too, because I would like to do more of it. I would like to have another night. I mean, because it's very easy to talk to you guys with this game, which is what I like about it. Expect a little bit more of this tomorrow, then some Guild Wars on Thursday, Guild Wars on Friday, but then after that, we're gonna do the Expedition. That's gonna happen on the Expedition channel. The Expedition. Did I say it enough? Expedition. I will see you guys then. I will see you then. Hopefully you'll be there. And then Saturday night, I'm thinking maybe we do some Call of Duty. I want to do that new zombie mode. Anyway, you guys have been awesome. I've been BennyFits. Once again, thank you so much for being here. Without you, it ain't a stream. It just ain't. There's a guy playing games and ain't nobody watching. But with you here, baby, we got a stream. You guys, thank you so much. Again, you don't know what that means to me, that you show up here every night. Really. Have a great night, everyone. I'll see you again tomorrow night, 4 p.m. Central Time. But until then, keep that fire lit. Keep the fire lit right here in your heart. Keep it lit. And do as the great ones say, be excellent to each other. Good night, and I'll see you then. Good night, guys.
I like that. I like that a lot. Wow. So, that was a great close. I think that, yeah, I know, Rikai, isn't it great? That was a great close. You were very, personable there, and, I can't think of a better way to have closed that. I think you did a really good job thanking everyone, letting them know what it means to you as a creator, and I think that was fantastic. That was a fantastic end. So I know you wanted me to look at that, the beginning and the end specifically, as well as your engagement. I think that, you know, you did a fantastic job. But overall, you know, I think with the design of the scenes and the assets for the channel and your page, it all looks great. It's cohesive. It's fantastic. You always feel like the ending is abrupt, but you just don't know how you possibly feel otherwise. It's true, right? it's certainly difficult to close it out, but I think you did a fantastic way of doing it. It's like leaving a friend's house. How do you say goodbye before it feels like you mean you don't really want to go, but you have to? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's certainly that, right? Or you know, you gotta thank them, you know, really, I thank you. Thanks for hanging out. And then you're like, okay, I guess I better go. I think you did well though. I think that was excellent. I like the spin that you have in making it like a video chat where it shows you kind of hanging up. And then we go to this closing screen. This is an excellent closing screen. What you could do, if it's important to you, you may not even have to talk about it, but you could just do the commands in your chat, is, you know, your Discord, if you want people to join the offline conversation. Things like that. But I think what really matters was your ability to, you know, it sort of felt like I should say stream over, but I think it's sort of clear it's over. Yeah. No, I think that's a great way to do it. You thanked everyone for coming. You told them what it means to you to be, you know, in your stream. I think, actually, I thought that was a fantastic way. And I think closing it down. Oh, the design? No, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. You don't need to say stream over. No, I think what you got here, this is fine. I'm not concerned with how it looks. So I would say I would say this is good. Some people have, you know, a like mine says the end. But you know, some people have stream ending or it's over or something like that. This is fine too. But really quick, let's do a quick summary. I think overall your branding is, or your design for the graphics, both on your page and on your overlay in your screens here, are fantastic. It looks great. The page design is great. The scene and alert design is fantastic. I like that, you know, you have this overarching theme of like, this is like, you know, we're hanging out around a campfire. I think that's great. I think it feels good. I think it fits. I think it fits for what you're doing. I believe that it really facilitates a welcome and warm atmosphere, which is what you're going for. I think it's really, you know, not unlike the way I enjoy streams in terms of, you know, having it feel like, hey, we're just hanging out. It's a nice, welcoming, you know, atmosphere where you can just take it easy and relax, and we'll play games and we'll talk and we'll chat. That wig was great, dude. That wig was great. Let me see here. Let me look at this. I do believe that your content does merit continued creation. I don't think you're stagnating, man. I think that you're providing value. And I think you're doing a fantastic job at running a community and building a fantastic channel for content. Honestly, I don't have a lot of feedback here. I think overall it's more about continuing to believe in what you're doing. And I know that it can be tough sometimes, wondering, you know, is this really, you know, does this content really deserve to continue, right? I think it does. I think it does. I really love what you do. You engage your community well. I have no major things here. I don't know, man. I want to thank you, BennyFits, for bringing your channel by, and this year's a rough one for this sort of extracurricular activity. Yeah. Justifying it, yeah. I get it. But you know what? People still need community. People still need um entertainment. People still need this stuff. I know it's hard with the way things are, but like I think you offer a fantastic place for people to go to. And it's still needed. So let me do a quick shout out here. Shout out for BennyFits, guys. Check them out sometime. Check them out sometime. I feel like you've covered like I feel like you've done everything. My only feedback and advice is, you know, continue, dude. Continue doing what you're doing. Grow every day. You're growing every day. I feel like you may not feel like you're continuing to grow, but you certainly are. And you're very conscious about what you're doing with your channel. And I think that's good, and I think it's healthy. And it's also good to question it every so often to make sure you're on the right track. You're on the right track.